What do dads truly want for Father's Day? Well, it kind of depends how old your kids are. Dads with young children probably just want some peace and quiet. As one Redditor said, just a break from everything. I feel that. On the other hand, dads with adult kids probably want to spend some quality time together, maybe even more than a physical present. Then again, presents can be fun too. With that in mind, here are some thoughtful, fun gift ideas for dad that he'll actually really appreciate and enjoy. Real quick, thank you to Fanttik for partnering with me on this video. I'll talk more about them later. First, let's get into it, starting with probably the best present anybody can give their dad: your time and attention. My kids are young, 1 and 3 years old at the time of recording. We spend a lot of time together. I don't feel deprived of their attention, if you know what I mean. But when I talk to older dads with teenage and adult children, they miss the days when their kids were young and wanted to spend every second playing with them. I kind of get it. As exhausting as it can be to be a toddler's main source of entertainment for hours at a time, day after day, there's something really special about your kids liking you that much and wanting to spend all of their time hanging out with you. So if you're old enough to watch this video, I recommend giving your dad this year the gift of your time and attention. Go golfing, even if it's just to Topgolf or putt-putt. Go bowling, get a pitcher of cheap beer and some nachos. Go for a hike, bring a little picnic, maybe even some sundowner drinks. Get another father-son duo and go play a few rounds of pickleball. Go see a movie and splurge on the popcorn and the candy. Then go to dinner afterwards and talk about the movie like a couple of curmudgeonly old film critics. Get him tickets to a game or a concert, maybe a band that he used to listen to when you were a kid. Go on a walking food tour in your city. These are so much fun, even if you live there and you've already been to all the restaurants. Or maybe a brewery or distillery tour is more his speed. Do both. The magic of and, as my dad likes to say. Or keep it really simple. Stay home. Throw some food on the grill, sip on a beer or some bourbon or some sparkly water, and just chat about anything at all. Be sure to take a couple of pictures, create some lasting memories together. He's gonna love it. Next up, tools. Specifically a tool that he doesn't already own, probably won't buy for himself, but will actually use. For example, a precision electric screwdriver kit like this award-winning E1 Max from today's sponsor, Fanttik. This 3.7 volt screwdriver comes with 50 magnetic bits, including every type you might need, along with a pry bar and tweezers, all in a compact magnetic case that keeps everything organized and that's very satisfying to use. This rechargeable screwdriver is perfect for small repairs and upgrades. Think like watches, computers, phones, cameras, tablets. It would make an excellent gift for men who prefer to repair rather than replace. It's also great for tight spaces when you need something more compact and maneuverable than like a bulky drill set. And the LED light makes it easy to see what you're doing in any situation. Sounds so nice too. You could also go with the Nex E1 workstation. This comes with an electric precision screwdriver, 64 magnetic bits, and 12 additional tools. It includes spudgers, tweezers, a jimmy, even an anti-static wrist wrap. It also has a magnetic mat that doubles as a work area. It just helps keep everything in place so your tiny screws won't roll off the table and get lost in the carpet forever. This kit is really designed for small electronics and gadget repairs. You could use it for something as basic as repairing an old pair of glasses or upgrading your laptop's RAM. I actually have an old 2017 MacBook Pro with a broken keyboard. I was gonna just recycle it, but now that I have the right tools for the job, I'm thinking I could try replacing the keyboard. I've never done something like that before, but it actually sounds like a fun little project. This E1 workstation would make an excellent gift for any gearhead or tinkerer in your life. It'd be great for a retired dad who needs a new project. If you want to check out these awesome Fanttik tools for yourself, check the links in the description, select the Amazon coupon, and use the codes BrockNex and BrockMax for 40 and 45% off your order. That's correct, 40 and 45% off. Not gonna lie, that's an incredible discount. I work with sponsors a lot. They often give me like a 10%, maybe 15, maybe 20% off. Links and details below in the description. Okay, moving on. A comfy shirt. Nothing fancy, a t-shirt, sweatshirt, or quarter zip is the way to go. I got my dad this classic loop back cotton crew neck for Christmas last year, and he wears it all the time. Chances are your dad is retired or he's getting close. He's probably swapped his dress shoes for sneakers and his button-ups for t-shirts. And every dad will really appreciate a comfortable, casual knit top. I recommend 100% cotton or cotton wool blends in versatile, solid colors. You can't go wrong with white, gray, or navy. If you want to go a bit fancier, consider a wool or cashmere quarter zip or crew neck sweater. For specific brand recommendations, check out my t-shirt roundup video I did a while back. I'll also link to a few specific options below in the description. Socks and underwear. I remember as a kid, someone, I guess my mom, always got my dad socks for Father's Day. I always thought it was so lame, but now as a 40-year-old dad, I get it. Socks are an amazing gift, but not dress socks. comfortable casual socks. I like crew length or quarter crew in 100% cotton or wool. Some of my favorites are from Bombas, Smart Wool, Darn Tough, Features, and American Trench. You really can't go wrong with any of these brands. Of course, socks are kind of a small gift, so you might want to throw in some undies on top. Recently, I've been wearing Skims, Tommy John, Jack Archer, and Silk Cut. Another brand I tried very recently is Classic Fella. Super high quality socks and underwear made in Italy with a classic kind of retro aesthetic. If your guy watches the Gentleman's Gazette YouTube channel, he'll probably like this brand. Regardless of brand, I think a 5 to 7 inch boxer brief is best for daily wear. But for sleeping, I actually think classic boxer shorts are the way to go. The extra room is just better for getting comfortable whilst horizontal, if you catch my meaning. I just mean sleeping. Anyway, I'll link to a few specific recommendations down in a pinned comment. A record or two. Vinyl has made a huge comeback over the past few years to the point where many new releases are available in record format. If you're shopping for a dad who owns a record player and actually uses it, some fresh vinyl could be a great gift. We have a record player in our living room and it actually gets a lot of use. In this modern age of infinite streaming and algorithmic song discovery, there's something kind of special about throwing on a record. It's tactile. You get to drop the needle and hear the little scratch of the needle on the vinyl. You get to flip the record over after the first side is finished. It's a contained experience with a beginning and an end. And there's a certain nostalgia to record players. We don't need them anymore. They're less practical than our phones, than Spotify, and that's why they're so cool. So get the special dad in your life his favorite album in vinyl format. Maybe something old, maybe something brand new. It's all available now. You can just buy it online. And then listen to it together. Car detailed. Some dads love cleaning their own car. I spent many a weekend morning with my dad washing the family fleet. My favorite part? Rinsing off the soap. Least favorite? Cleaning the inside of the windshield. These days, everybody seems so busy. Like, I don't see people washing their own cars in their driveway anymore. I get it. There are automatic car washes at every major intersection. It costs like $10 and 5 minutes of your time to get your car looking pretty good, and this is what most people do. But getting the inside sparkly clean takes a bit more effort. A thorough detailing job can run you a couple $100 depending on where you live. But every dad, especially those of us with young kids, will really appreciate a freshly detailed interior. Now, you can outsource this or you can do it yourself. The DIY route is nice because it's an act of service, and if you're familiar with love languages, this is important to some people. Plus, it's basically free minus the cost of supplies. So this is a great gift for those on a tight budget. It's also a good add-on gift. So for example, you can detail your dad's car or have it detailed and then surprise him with a drive to the next part of your Father's Day experience, like one of those things I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Speaking of which, here's another fun thing you can do together. Get a haircut. Go to an old school barbershop or even one of those new ones that's designed to feel old-timey. Get 2 chairs next to each other and enjoy a fresh chop and hot shave together. Ideally, you can find one of those shops that'll give you a beverage while you wait and while you get your haircut. Chop it up with the staff, reminisce about simpler times. Yeah, this is basically the guy's version of a mani-pedi, but you're gonna leave looking and feeling, as my dad would say, like a brand new $20 bill. Digital picture frame. So a few years back, I got this digital picture frame for my mother-in-law as a Christmas present. I thought it was the perfect gift for a 60-something, not overly technical grandma. And it was. It turns out that cute pictures of her kids and grandkids on rotation 24/7 was exactly what she wanted. But the weird thing is, every time I'm in her house, I find myself staring at the frame. You know, just swiping through the photos, strolling down memory lane. And since our whole family can upload new pictures to the frame via the app, it's kind of like having a live shared photo album, but on the shelf instead of in your pocket. Now, for my research, the brand Aura makes the best digital picture frames. For example, this Carver matte frame has a 10-inch HD display, auto on-off, a free app, no subscription needed, and it lets you swipe through pictures, play videos, it even has sound. I also like the portrait pairing, which will put 2 vertically oriented photos side by side. This is the one that I got my mother-in-law. I'll link to it below in the description. You can also set it up as a gift, preloaded with pictures. The key is once you set this frame up in your dad's house, you want to upload a new batch of pictures every now and then. So make sure that any family or siblings or friends have the app. Again, it's free, and just ask them to upload pictures every couple of months. This is an especially solid gift for grandfathers, but honestly, as a kind of younger dad, I would enjoy this too. It's just a nice addition to any house, and I think it's a good example of integrating tech into your home in a non-invasive way. Like, this is totally hassle-free once you get it set up. Organization. Speaking of home upgrades, one thing that happens when you have kids is you accumulate a bunch of new stuff and your house becomes a disorganized mess. It's so hard to keep your living space tidy when you have these tiny people running around just messing everything up all the time. And if you're like me and you don't like visual clutter, I mean, before I had kids, I was somewhat of a minimalist. The transition to parenthood, especially once your kids are toddlers, can be a bit overwhelming. So for dads with young kids, giving the gift of organization is a guaranteed slam dunk. For example, I recently got my hands on a couple of samples from Yamazaki, which is sort of like the Japanese IKEA, but with much less assembly required. This steel bread box replaced a plastic container we were using to house our ample supply of carbohydrates. Not only does it look much better, but the front load design, the larger size, the magnetic lid makes it easy to use. It's a small upgrade to this little corner of the kitchen that we use all the time. Same thing in the bathroom. I put this Yamazaki steel tower in the corner to store the plunger and toilet paper rolls. It's stuff I don't need often and would prefer to keep hidden out of sight. It's a great size and shape for tiny bathrooms like mine. Plus, you can put a plant or a candle on top and turn it into a functional design element. Yamazaki makes lots of small storage solutions for tight spaces like shoe racks and rolling storage carts. Definitely a cool brand if you're into the kind of minimalist Japanese aesthetic. But regardless of brand, my point is helping a dad with young kids feel more organized and less cluttered is a really thoughtful gift. These are things that they probably won't buy for themselves because they just can't find the time to prioritize this sort of organization, but they'll really appreciate it. Watches, wallets, and cologne. This is the classic trifecta of men's gift giving, but you have to tread carefully here. See, a watch, a wallet, a bottle of cologne can be a great gift, but more often than not, it falls flat. My advice is to not buy a watch for somebody who doesn't already wear one. They probably won't start. Same goes for cologne. Like if they don't wear cologne and you get them a bottle of cologne, it's probably just going to end up collecting dust in their medicine cabinet. It takes some effort to buy somebody a watch or a wallet they actually want to own and use every day. If your recipient likes watches, try to get them talking about them. It's not hard, just say something like, how do watches tick without a battery? That'll get them talking for hours. Then pay attention to the brands and the models that they mention. Or look at the watches that they already own. Try to get them something similar, especially a similar size. You don't want to go too far outside of their ideal size range. Same with cologne. Like maybe they're running low on their favorite signature scent. Maybe there's something from that same brand that they would enjoy. Spend this money for them. Alternatively, you can just take them shopping. Go to a department store that carries a bunch of different watches and wallets and fragrances. Give them a budget and let them pick out something for themselves. Then go to lunch. Make a day of it. If you do buy them something, be sure to keep the receipt and make sure that guilt-free they're allowed to make an exchange. The goal is to get them something that they actually use long-term. That's what will make it a special gift. If they don't like it, they're just going to feel guilty for not wearing it. What to get your husband? Okay, quick bonus tip. Now, there probably aren't very many wives watching. According to my YouTube analytics, it's like 99% men here. But if you're looking for the perfect Father's Day gift for your husband, ignore all previous advice. You're going to want to take him out to dinner at BJ's Restaurant and Brew House. Trust me, he's going to love it. Maybe you haven't been there in a while, but he very much enjoyed his meal last time. The service is always top-notch at BJ's Restaurant and Brew House. The prices are reasonable. It's practically free. Maybe go earlier in the day so you can avoid the dinner rush. After a big meal, he'll probably be kind of tired, so let him take a nap. In conclusion, this is just a short list of gift ideas for dad. I think most of them are safe bets, but of course everybody is different. When in doubt, go with the gift of time and attention. Spend time with your dad. Make him something, even if it's just a handmade card or a home-cooked meal. Plan an outing or a trip, or just take a walk around the neighborhood. I want to thank Fanttik again for partnering with me on this video. Definitely go check them out. Links below in the description. And I want to hear from other dads out there. What do you want for Father's Day this year? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you as always for watching, and until next time, bye.